Good morning. I'm heading into the office. I have some exciting stuff happening at my healthcare job this week. So trying to get myself organized for that. But also in the Get Organized at Work podcast community, tomorrow we have something huge coming. And I just cannot wait to share it with you. We are doing a sprint launch party tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. Inside the community, I'm going live and I'm going to teach and do a little workshop to help people get results during the workshop. But then I'm announcing something really cool, and I've kind of hinted at it. The thing I'm announcing, it's going to be, part of it is that you will have real live access to me rather than other types of courses that I've done that are pre-recorded. This thing's going to be live with me, and it's going to be limited. We're only going to have a few spots open. So yeah, I'm excited. And the other thing that's just crazy cool is that we hit 30,000 downloads on the podcast today. I haven't officially checked yet, but I know based on what we were yesterday and what we've done today that we should be either right there or basically over 30. So by the end of the day, for sure, we're over 30. So I'm just I still can't believe it. I basically decided at the end of last year, let me point all my attention to my podcast to be super consistent with that. In the past, I kind of divided my attention with the podcast and my YouTube channel, and it's very hard to maintain two things well, all in. And if you know me, you know that I'm a hyphenated, multi-passionate creative. Obviously, I work as a lab manager, so I work with a lot of people who are super detail-oriented, and I would say I'm probably more detail-oriented than the average Joe. But those, the lab people that I work with are even more, and so I kind of live in between that very detailed, logistical, logical thinker, and this creative mindset. So I always have to find ways to help myself stay creative, to stay engaged. However, that also means that I have a lot of ideas. And so I want to execute them well and follow through on them, which means narrowing it down. So I was okay, podcast will be this year's focus. And man, when I saw a true commitment for myself to posting a podcast every single Monday, I haven't missed one yet this year. I mean, that consistency has shown just exponential growth. I ended last year with, it was 8,000 or 9,000 downloads, maybe close to 10, because I did start posting more podcast episodes in November and December. But all of that growth had been over the last 6 years. So all of that growth was from 2018 and on. Basically me showing up whenever, basically as much as possible, and not perfectly, and some years 4 episodes, some years 20-something episodes. And so it's really cool for me to see and to be able to show you what happens when you commit to something and you're not just sort of half in, half out. I'm all into my pod. It doesn't mean I'm not doing other things. I'm still automatically posting it to YouTube, which is about where half of my listens come from. So that's still working for me, but I'm not putting in time to edit those videos to make them me talking. Right now, they're just me streaming the audio with a cover of my podcast art. So it's zero effort. It does it automatically. So anyways, it's cool. It's a cool milestone to hit. We hit 20,000 downloads at the end of May, beginning of June. So we've hit 10,000 more downloads in the last, June, July, August, September, 3-4 months, compared to 6 years of growth. So yeah, it's amazing. And plus I implemented some new strategies, optimized my search engine optimization, all my keyword search, had better, more specific titles, all of that changed my niche down a little bit and rebranded as Get Organized at Work. So obviously that stuff helps too. But if I didn't show up, like none of that would matter. So anyways, I'm excited. I hope that you guys check out my Get Organized at Work podcast community. It's free. And you can join me for the live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. I'll put the link in my bio or description wherever I post this video. And then if not, like I'll be posting a little bit here on social media. Like I said, I'm all in on the podcast. And so podcast plus email, sending emails to my community is where I'm focusing my time and energy, because that's where I feel like I have the most people. And that's where I have it's the easiest for me, to be honest. Social media is hard for me to keep up with right now. And it's not my number one. So yeah, you want to get in my free community so you can be on my email list as well. It's so much easier for me to automate those and send all those out consistently. So, all right, more to come.